Um, I will be your host for the evening. And for those who don't know, Blended City is a 501(c)(3) nonprofit status arts organization founded in 2017 by Nick Luis and Ashley L. Canfield. Speaking of Nick Luis, he'll be our tech co-host for the evening. So any tech questions, please go directly to him. I know nothing about tech, not one of those kinds of people. I'm just here to host you guys. All right. He will help you out. But the city's mission is to support and connect non-traditional artists in disadvantaged communities by providing a multidisciplinary space to create. How we meet our mission is by doing all of this. You guys been doing this every Wednesday. So happy for you guys to come in. An open mic forum dedicated for artists across various art disciplines coming together and showcasing their talents and telling their stories. We are excited to have featured artists that they will have around 6 to 10 minutes to showcase their work, introduce themselves, perform, have fun, etc. And we may also have audience members who have opted to perform tonight, which I hope so. I'm so excited to see. They will have about 5 minutes to showcase their work. We do have some housekeeping rules, everyone, all right? Please keep your mic off if you're not performing, but keep your video on. Me, other artists want to see your faces, engage with us, have fun. I want to see some smiles. Unless the artist suggests having your mic on for their set, we encourage you to take videos and pictures throughout the night and tag Blended City. Before we get started, this is a safe space. So we come here together and have a great time. And there is zero tolerance for disrespect, negative talk, judgments, and anything does not belong here because you will get kicked out. This is our space of love, kindness, and support. And special announcement, I am happy to announce that today marks 1 year of Work of Art Wednesdays. So I want to congratulate Blended City, artists, you guys, and just all the support and the love this community, and we did it. So let's get ready for these performances. I'm excited. So now, with further ado, let's begin with this, everybody. So performing now, we have Arsene the Poet, and they will be performing a song or spoken word or both. Let's have fun with this. All right, take it away.
Hi, everybody. Hi. Oh, hey, Daryl, I see you. Just wanted to say hi to everybody. My name's Arsen. I am primarily a spoken word artist, and oh, hey, Ed, a spoken word artist, and I just recently started doing singing as well. I have poems prepared for you today, but we'll see how the night takes us. If anyone really is interested in hearing my beautiful voice, you can hear it on Spotify. I have both recorded poems with music and also recorded music for those of you that like neo soul / jazz stuff. So hopefully we'll see where that takes us. Also, just I'm getting out the shameless plugs. If you like what you hear today, then after that, you can decide if you want to invest in any of the stuff. I also have a book called Introspectrum. It is a book about how heartbreak can bring about self-love. I also have merch, which you can get on my Instagram, which is r.sen_the_poet. And now, after those shameless plugs are done, I'm gonna go get right into it. I have 2 poems for you today. Both are for my grandmas, both who have passed away, and both who have their own very, very distinct, unique, and wonderful, magnificent personalities. If fabulous is a word, it was my grandma's. So the first one is about my paternal grandma. My paternal grandmother was always unique, eccentric even, irreverent, but at the same time, charming and liberated. She always did things a little different, even when she was consuming tobacco. She would rub gul on her gums, powdered tobacco meant to be taken orally, and through her gul-stained teeth came words of piety and religion, as she sacrificed everything material to devote herself to what brought her peace. She devoted herself to herself, validating from my birth that self-love is acceptable. It is the best love. And yet, in my struggle to remain humble, I forgot to love myself. I forgot to stand in comfort with myself. I forgot to understand and embrace myself. I was nothing like my paternal grandmother. She used to bathe herself in the scents of Nag Champa, an oil derived from the bark and roots of the tree of life, while simultaneously living hers individually, unapologetically, uniquely her. She cared not what others thought of her and was authentically true to herself. She was blessed to know that she was the only constant in her life. She was beautifully, unapologetically, eccentrically, and uniquely herself. She knew who she was and she stood 10 toes in it. As I grow older and evolve, I find myself sharing more with her than a widow's peak, dark brown eyes, and puffy cheeks. I find myself embracing myself more wholly and truly. But unlike my grandmother, who seemed to always know to do that, mine took traumas, mine took tribulations, mine took trials. Mine took understanding our simply understanding that evolutions are simply roots into coming into true self. Mine took understanding that love of self brings out the best in self, and it is a work in progress. Every day to remind myself that external factors that affected my mindset, from thinking I was as glamorous as Cindy Crawford when I was a child to convincing myself that I am insufficient, are only factors that hold no value. My self is valuable. My worth is worthy, and I am embracing the rebirth of this awareness. I am embracing my goal, that even through my flaws, I am beautiful. I am learning that my harshness is a protective barrier and that I am soft, gentle, and delicate, even in my strength. So that's my first piece. And then this next one is about my maternal grandma. It's called Air. I always like to do this one, and then after that, I swear I'm done, and y'all can shine because you guys are the stars here. I'm just here to hang out with y'all. Thank you so much for your time. I'm gonna end off on this. Air. The first time I saw death, I was 17 years old. My grandmother laid motionless on her bed, fraught of her convulsion that put her in this state, pooling at the side of her mouth. Kind of like when one is in a deep slumber, drool comes out the side of their mouth. I always thought death was more dramatic, more drastic. Turns out that drama occurred when one gets revived from their fading, like my grandmother did. The breath of fresh air we knew her to be received her breath of fresh air. It changed my world and raised its meaning to value the sanctity of life until I met myself in the depths of strife. I nearly forgot who I was, let alone this new mantra I had taken up. I was 29. I knew nothing about nothing, but I craved something, and I was lost in my need of wanting to be found. Anxiety-ridden thoughts filling my insomniac brain. Round after round, hit me once, hit me twice. Brief is reckless. The sun could be burning bright right into my retina, and all I saw was darkness. Sleepless nights causing a 504-hour day, causing you to hallucinate the deepest despair is a trip. Trips to the local craft store to inhale the sweet scents of cinnamon that reminded you of a warm home being your only sanctuary as you tripped, sinking into the dark crevices of your mind. Your conscience told you it's always wrong. You drown. Waves of tears and anxiety pour over you like a one-clouded monsoon, severing you from connection to others. You are alone. There is nothing to talk about, but so much to say. They give you a pill that knocks you into unconsciousness until your mind is still. You float back to reality. Reality becomes a dream as you revive your soul and you become whole again, whole-minded, whole-hearted, whole human, realizing that your humanity is defined by hope, something that you had lost a long time ago. You awakened. I awakened. I found hope. I pursued dreams. I realized that things I thought intangible were actually right in front of my reach, and all I had to do was stretch my arm out. Love, support, ability to function, sleep. It was all there. That realization took me away from relying on pills and allowed me to start climbing up from the bottom of this hill. And now I rise just like you will rise, because our downfalls only raise our flights upward, and that is how we evolve. We are powerful and resilient youth. And while some may think mental health is debilitating, finding ways to cope with it and having to rediscover who you are is actually rehabilitating. Redefining you helps you to unlearn preconceived notions of who you are supposed to be. And as a result, your spirit is free. I am free to be who I wish to be. And while I did not physically die, I did die 1,000 deaths. And just like my grandmother did, I received a fresh breath. I am my own breath of fresh air now. I embrace the soil that allows me to stand in it. Allow my words to flow as I mean it. Allow my soul to sing how it feels. And redefining who I have become has given me fresh oxygen. Now I find myself being my own breath of fresh air. Thank you again so much for this time and space. My name is Arsen. Please feel free to follow me at r.sen_the_poet. I'm here for the rest of the night. Way excited to see what you all do. Much love.
Thank you so much. So powerful. And that was definitely a breath of fresh air for me, for sure, personally. We can definitely discuss that later. But thank you so much and welcome to the Blended City family. Hopefully you keep coming as well. I would love to hear more from you and also some singing.
Yeah, I got you next time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Next up, everyone ready for some laughs? We have Barbara McLean. Let's get it. You're on mute. You're muted, Barbara. There you go. Barbara, we still can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Better now?
Yes.
Okay,
Perfect.
good. All right. Yeah, don't mute your microphones. If you want to laugh, I'd appreciate it. If you don't want to laugh, please fake it. I'd really appreciate that too.
Make it till you make it.
Okay. It's hi, I'm Barbara McLean, and I'm from Long Island. I'm originally from New Jersey, and don't really know how I got here. I'm really like your grandmother with ADD. And if you're wondering how that would look, it's like Forrest Gump with lady bits. But, you know, speaking of my lady bits, I recently got my vagina scoped, and I've been single for a very long time. I kind of I got a little dignitized by the scope. And I was really hoping that, they would come back and we could work something out. We could get something started, call me. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure I understand what anybody's looking for when it comes to my vagine. I mean, the doctor asked and I gave my consent and it was all good. But what I don't really consent to is dick pics. I do not understand the whole concept of somebody sending you an unsolicited picture of their member. And now remember, the people that are sending me the unspecified, unauthorized pics of their dick are grandfathers. Yeah. And, I don't want to see photographic evidence that I'm interested in your ancient member on my iPhone. Really, just not for me. And I've been divorced for many years. I've been divorced for more years than I was ever married. And when I first got divorced, I was like very young and I was a mess. And it sort of went like if you patted me on the head, like my clothes fell off. And I was like a toddler with MasterCard. It was crazy. And at this rate, I'm totally single and it's all upside. I do wherever I want, I go wherever I like. And the minute you say that you do stand up, guys get in their feelings. Are you going to talk about me? Why? Are you going to do something so fucked up that I want to talk about you?
Mhm.
I mean, let's see. Maybe I'm just going to be the cautionary tale. Okay. All right. But I did have a boyfriend for a couple of years, and it was going really well. Except then I realized that he was a homosexual, and I just wasn't about that. And I would go to shows and make a lot of jokes about our sex life, and I guess he figured if I was laughing, that I couldn't be that disappointed. And there were good things. There were definitely good things. I mean, at first he was like up for anything, and it was really good. Like the first time I put my mouth where his money was, he knocked out my tooth. It was awesome. There was just blood everywhere. He's looking down and wondering where the blood's coming from, and I'm looking up like, is this the end? But no, no, we made it work. We made it work, and his family jewels remained intact. And he came back. He couldn't wait for the next time. He was just like a man of adventure. And I really didn't think that I would be single at this advanced age. Um, the last guy that I went and met for drinks, he was asking me, have I had my cataracts done? And I was like, no, man, I haven't. No, bro. But have you had your vagina scoped? You know, it was one of those things. And I have a profile on all the dating sites like Plenty of Fish, Coffee Meets Bagel, and Hinge. And, I'm just like looking for someone that looks like a kindly grandfather that's kind of down to fuck. It's really scary. You stop for a minute and it's like, am I ready to share my glorious pleated couture meat skirt, complete with a vintage vertical sea scar, to a virtual stranger that looks like the middle child if Santa Claus and Gollum were siblings? And it's like the sane answer is no. But really, my vibrator doesn't follow NASCAR. And it's so disheartening that men know so little about female anatomy. It really is. Honestly, I think gay men know more about female anatomy than straight men. I'm sorry, it's the truth. But it's like, so you have this old geezer who thinks like with the help of one Viagra, he's just gonna like pound me into daylight. Who are you pounding, bro? What's going on back there? I'm gonna need a hip replacement. Are you gonna pay for that shit? Really? But it's like I'm 60, Ace, and everybody likes sex. It doesn't matter. If your grandma, you think your grandma's home knitting, no, your grandma's home fucking. Trust me, I know I'm somebody's grandmother. I have to give your card. And it's like everybody's telling you, like, I want these feelings. I want to get feelings. I want to have some feeling. I want it to feel like the best thing in the world. I can't tell you if sex is the best thing in the world. I mean, really, have you ever farted right after having a Brazilian wax?
No.
That's me. Thank you.
Yeah.
You can see me in Manhattan on December 16th at the Greenwich Village Comedy Club.
Ooh, send us details.
Performing. I think there's a holiday theme, but people fuck 12 months out of the year, so what they want.
Yeah. Put it in the chat.
Put in the chat. We want to support.
Okay, I will. Definitely. Thank you.
course, thank you. I think I'm gonna get a Brazilian wax and fart and see what happens.
Oh, especially if it's a little wet. Oh,
Oh, that sounds perfect.
yeah.
Thank you so much. Always happy to have you here. Next up, he has such a way with words. We have Eddie Foreman.
Thank
Eddie,
you. Thank you.
of course. Take it away, brother.
Thank you, my brother, like no other with words like thunder. And congratulations to this wonderful open mic. Glitted City is the place to be when you want to sing or do comedy or speak some poetry. Woo! All right. I am having a workshop tomorrow, so I'll put the information in the chat so I know where it's at. But first, I got my name is Ed Potastical and feeling fantastic. Please see Tom to join my rhyme for Sublime. I got 2 short pieces and 1 other piece, so I won't take too much time. The first piece is called Fear. Fear, the creature in the dark, high underneath your bed. That fear reached our hearts, nests inside our heads. Shivers as sharp as darts, body heavy as lead, ripping us apart, wishing we were dead. Here's an inner start. You can't forget what's been said. Here's a rational fact. You're not having a heart attack. In all, it's really whack. Don't add, but subtract. That I stack. You're still intact. You can still act. You're not under contract. You can still adapt. You can always backtrack. It's not an attack. Please don't overreact. As a matter of fact, you can always unpack. No, it's not a wisecrack. Live, fail, learn, and grab a snack. Things aren't always black. It's just an abstract from an impact. Thank you. I got another one. This is called Scarred Orphan. They hide me away, ferociously yelling at me. A miracle, I pray, something to set me free. Why do I stay? I'm a scruffy tree. I see others' kids play. They look so at ease, envious of their childish days, belittled by my uncle and auntie on every single day. The chores hurt my hands and knees. My heart corrodes and decays, the antidote for this harsh disease. Praying for hope or a way. Dreams are off in a strong breeze. Open for what punishment has to say. Wait, what's that sound? Birds? No, maybe trees? An owl? A letter saying, sorry for the delays. My hands quickly squeeze, squeeze, and squeeze. Lines saying, Hogwarts, pack your bags. Okay. Oh my God, so many hopes, dreams, and guarantees. Grab my wand, cheering hooray. No more hurtful loneliness or crying seas. No more darkened sleep or crazy disarrays. No more cold peas or leftover cheese. Finally, a magical purpose. I don't have to stay. I kept nodding. I agree, and agree. Grab my baggage. My spectacular adventure starts today. I jump wild in a grasshopper or flea. So long to obedient okays, melancholy rays, and empty meal trays. I couldn't stop saying yes, 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 and please, please, please. My own adventure to a new chapter that's underway. Thank you. I got a little spicy pea to say at least. This is called Sexual Inferno. Call my flaws beauty. I don't bite much. It's my erotic duty. Let me make both your lips hush. I touch you, my flower. You're so sweaty and moist. You felt my deep sexual power. I didn't hear your voice. Our hearts exploded and rejoiced. My illustration will take you places beyond. The inner fire will burn your soul. I'm here to explode your cherry bomb. You'll be so satisfied, you'll be begging me to fold. It's steamy in our erotic retreat. I saw the curls in our hands and feet. We tangled beneath the sheets. We bask in a scorching heat. We abandon all reason. We were butt naked and alive. We were 2 colliding suns. We repeatedly faded and revived. You started kissing me. Your mouth tasted so sweet. You swayed and grooved like the sea. You never admit defeat. We drank the heat from our lust. It was, God, I'm out of breath. Our thoughts turn into dust. I can't think while ravaging your chest. Our clothes are everywhere. Bras, panties, boxers, dresses, pants, and shirts all around. Do you really think we care? No, we were too busy making sounds. We were deep during ecstasy. We were matching move to move and blow to blow. It felt like you were absorbing me. I was lost in your burning glow. I started going real low. Why you look so surprised? You kept singing towards your pillow. You were definitely with your inner sunrise. You got back up. Then you gently pushed me. You grasped my holy sword. I felt calmly at ease, a feeling couldn't be put into words. You breathed life back into my tree. You started going on top. A request I couldn't disagree. You lied whispered, please don't stop. It was all or nothing. It was everything in between. It was filthy, but it wasn't disgusting. Oh, believe me, we caused a scene. My hands grasped your hips. You danced without end. I started pinching your nips. Your body quickly transcend. You shake, then drop, but you got back up. You smiled and gave me a wink. You started to shake your rump. My heart instantly sank. I turned to a beast in heat. I dashed towards your behind. You bit your lip and clenched your feet. Your orgasmic climax has arrived. I repeat the same moves and verse over again. We passed out with permanent smiles. There goes our exhilarated weekend. Now it's time to be one with the soft, fluffy titles. Thank you.
Thank you. I had to unzip a little bit. I was getting a little too hot with that sexual inferno thing going on.
Woohoo!
Ooh. Thank you so much. Way with words, as always. Love to hear it. Next up, we have Nina Bonina. Let's go, Nina. And this is my first time hearing her, so I'm so excited.
Oh my God, get the hell out of here.
All right, fine, I'll leave.
Hi, everybody. So I'm going to perform, I guess, 2.5 poems. I say half just because the other one is like a work in progress right now. But yeah. So the first one is untitled. It's just, there's no title for it, at least not yet. So here it goes. Went from glances across the room to awkward silence. So many chances I gave you, I'm out of kindness. Long to reach out, I refuse, my spirit won't let me. Cried too many times for you, just go, forget me. Let you into my sacred space, felt that connection. Devoted to this dampened embrace, longing for the injection. You were once my piece of peace in a life so hectic, drowning in a sea of sheets that left me septic. You go left and I go right. I want peace, you won't fight. Out of mind, out of sight. No, I don't want you tonight. This is wrong. It's not fair. How I hurt and you don't care. My friend, beware. My friend, beware. That was the first one. The second one that I have here actually was, he's not here. Paul con queso. We actually led a cycles workshop. This one is just 2 sentences called Love Beneath the Armor. Entangled in a sea of sheets and pillows, come visit the depth of my universe. And that's it. And then the last one that I'm gonna do, it's been a while since I actually performed this one, so please forgive me. You told me you was the one and I believed you. And now I'm searching for love in other people. Had me falling so hard, your shit was lethal. And now I stand on my own, don't ever need you. And I'ma spit it again like it's the sequel. Just another tale of good gone evil. It started so long ago when I was a young thing, when my heart did the thinking and all I did was hang. With you, when you was my boo, to you I stayed true. And after all the things that I done been through, you put me through it some more, slowly making me blue. Don't know what the fuck's the point you tried to prove. Standing with tears in your eyes and bitch, you think you're hurt? I never gave you a reason to be a fucking jerk. You lied and left me alone without saying bye, but it's okay. There'll be another to make my eyes dry. That's it.
You tell him, Nina.
I feel like I have to beat somebody up.
Right. I'm gonna take off my earring. I'll dry your tears for you. All right. But beautiful. Thank you for sharing. I even love they're 2-liner. I don't know how deep a uterus gets. Never been there. But I loved it a lot. Thank
It's
you.
pretty deep. Thank you.
All right. right, let's keep the ball rolling. Da-da-da-da. Next up, we have Daryl Perry.
Hi there.
Perry, I'm sorry if I ruined your last name.
No, you got it. You got it.
All righty, take it away.
Okay, this is actually my first time here. I'm here to see.
Welcome. Welcome to
Um,
the Blended City family.
yeah, very cool. All right, now I'm gonna have two short ones, and I'm gonna start out with my favorite poem ever to read at events. So I usually do this as kind of like the icebreaker in a new venue. It's called Bothering. I'm sitting here thinking about you, but I don't want to bother you with it because I feel like I'm sitting here a lot thinking about you, and I never want to bother you with it because what good would it do when you've got better things, important things, a lot on your plate, people who depend on you? I don't depend on you, but I think about you, and I wonder what you're doing, and I care if you're okay, and I care if you're sad or angry at the world or wishing there was something you could do to make things better. But you do make things better. For me, anyway, just thinking about you makes things better, and that's why I never need to bother you with it. I just sit here thinking about you, smiling to myself and wondering if maybe it would help make things better for you if you knew. All right. Oh boy. All right. I chose this one, didn't I? This is a true story. This one's called Sock Drawer. I never believed that anyone could want me. Never imagined why anyone would. So when she said she thought that maybe she loved me, I cocked my head curiously at her and told her I didn't know what that meant or what I was supposed to do, but that I was willing to try. I didn't really believe her, not even when she kissed me, blindsided on my grandmother's couch, dry mouths like awkward worms wriggling against one another in parched dirt. The attempts continued, but even after the kisses improved, still I didn't believe her. Then came the carte blanche. The day she told me, I think I'd let you do anything to me at this point. Again, I cocked my head curiously at her and I replied, do you mean to say that I could come to your house and root around in your sock drawer and you wouldn't mind? And that is where 25 years of communication difficulties began. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, did she say sure when you wanted to go to her sock drawer?
Yeah, actually she did.
Good job.
That was good.
That's a win. If I didn't hear one, that's a win for sure.
Though
Thank you so much.
I have a friend who was like, you know, that would really weird me out if someone, I mean, like, you know, banging somebody is fine, but somebody going through my stuff is weird.
Hey, people like what people like, right? Thank you so much, Daryl. Thank you. Welcome to the Blended City family. Hopefully we see you more often. We definitely love to hear more for sure. So next up, last but definitely not the least, my boo. We have Deadpan Lizzie, the Beanie God. I'm so excited. Let's get it. Where you at, girl? Where you at? Where you at? Let's get it.
Hello, Beanie Blessing. Thank you to all the artists that came before me. I have one of my books just turned 1 year old over the Thanksgiving break. It's called Inner Visions. This is my third poetry collection. Nina just got a signed copy today. Oh, there it is. And I wrote, and anyone that gets a copy, I will write you a personalized panku. I'm very proud of it. It's full of verse and prose and pankus, which is my creation of poetry, 9 different types of 9-word poems. So I'm going to read a prose from it. And I have one available from my trip. I just did a book tour in Toronto last week, so I have one left. So if anyone would like the one I'm going to read out of, send me a DM and I will give you a special discount tonight, like a blended city discount. So yeah, thank you for the space. I'm going to read just one prose. And if you hear my heater behind me because it's New York City, I apologize. And if you don't, it's just bothering me. This is called Dry Tsunami, The Dry Tsunami. Too many clouds in the sky these days, of too many shades of white. A mundane atmosphere continues to seep into the pores of everyone who's left. Sand or maybe dust filling the streets more than souls. Eyes drying from inside due to the sight of it all. Wanting to escape into another world, something different than before the dry tsunami. No healing regimens to help ease the anxiety or to cure the new normal, the B word. Staring at what used to be a pure white ceiling, the very opposite of the creation of Adam, unable to fixate on anything else, torture. Transported into a world where I can feel the sun again, few clouds in the sky, anything that does hang high, a hue of soft white. In the distance, what appears to be a tower, waves rubbing against it, turning the old stones slowly into gravel. Pulling into the harbor, a ship, majestic, the sails a clean white, still getting her legs as it becomes obvious. This is the first of what will be many voyages on open waters. Sailing past me, wishing she would ask me to climb aboard. Old lyrics heard from the ship, new to me, she shanties. Drifting further out to sea, the clouds no longer a soft white, a shade of faded pink. Exhausting to look at, wishing the sky would change into another hue, black with spots of illuminating white, my favorite. Suddenly my wish comes partially true, black, nothing else around, unsure if it is indeed a black landscape above, or sight playing tricks on me, feeling the sweat run rapidly down my brow, drenching the rest of my body, anxiety returning, my unprofessional diagnosis, a nightmare. Another nightmare, my eyes adjusting off to the white ceilings, again making sense of an afternoon dream, difficulty digesting metaphors. My body catches up to my head today. The urge to stand feels okay, peering out of the window. Little life, lots of dust, wishing these rules would evaporate along with it. But there are no stars in the sky to wish upon tonight, and I date every single piece of art I do, and that is from April 20th, 2020. This is a journey of 5 years. So thank you, and again, this is the last author copy for now. So if you'd like it, send me a message, and thank you for the space, and congratulations on the 1 year anniversary Blended Today. I think I was one of the first featured artists on the platform last year. So thank you for everything. Much love. Beanie blessings.
Thank you, everyone. If y'all want on mic, go ahead. Or Mr.
Can
Blended.
can I perform? Can I perform something?
No, you cannot. Of course you can. Any
Hello,
last
everyone.
minutes? And if you want to reshare something or anything like that, if you're inclined after Mr. Nick Luis here to share another piece, go for it. This is an open space for anything.
Yeah, you guys all inspired me, and I love it. So thank you.
And I love when he gets inspired.
Actually, I'm gonna spotlight myself. Actually, can I spotlight? Oh, I can.
Wait, let me introduce you. Next up, we have Mr. Nick Luis with something that he's inspired to do and say. Take it away, Nick.
Thank you, everyone. Lizzie, I called that book that you just had in your hands. I hope that's okay.
You what?
I call it. I want it.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll bring it on, is it
Saturday?
Sunday or Saturday?
Yeah, Saturday.
Yeah,
Please.
come to the Universal Lens Festival. They are doing an amazing
Yes, we have
festival.
an event on Saturdays, the Universal Lens Film Festival, where we showcase 10 films from underserved and underrepresented independent filmmakers, and it's going to be a really great time.
Okay.
And yes, 1 year, Lizzie, you were one of the first feature artists that we featured last year in November. That's so awesome how everything just comes full circle, but you know, with perfect love and perfect trust. So I have never really performed this piece before. It's called Spirit. But since you all inspired me, I was like, I want to perform this for everyone. So yeah, here we go. The spirit is a force of burning fire that will raise me to the heavenly pyre. a passion, a feeling of one's true desires, a waiting for me to be, to see all the glory and wisdom so blessed be, a faith, a feeling, a word, a motion, a life's work and all its devotion. Align me with my mind, my body, and my spirit, a constant awareness, balance, and an inward visit. To be connected within yourself and others, the universe, nature, and all its colors. Can you feel the strength and power that's within you to do, to be anything you set your intentions with your heart, with your mind, stepping into your eyes, premonitions? Spirit for you may be a different spirit for me, because the power of three sets me free. You can agree or disagree, but that's what I see. Get it? It's something you believe, as receive, achieve, perceive. That helps you become better, become whole, become one with yourself, the spirit in all its levels, disheveled, dealing with all the devils, inside and out, ascending higher and higher, like a sweet cinnamon kiss, turning into eternal bliss, beginning and connecting to your spirit. So it begins with your spirit. The end.
When did you write this?
Actually, I think last year, and I just never performed it. Yeah.
Spirit. Loved it.
Thanks.
Has such a way with words.
Thank you.
You're welcome. As Gianna said, you're magic.
Oh, I love you, Gigi.
I heard Gianna's gonna perform too.
Oh, is she? Oh my gosh. Wait, what?
No, I don't have any. I'll try and tap into my poetic side for next time.
Boom. We're gonna open back up in January.
All
We have
right. All right.
Does anyone have anything else that they want to share before we close out for the evening? Going once, going twice. Alrighty then. I want to thank you all for coming to Blended City's Work of Art Wednesday online open mic. Appreciate your support in our mission. It's 1 year, so please follow us if you haven't already on our social media platforms at Blended City. If you haven't already, sign up for our newsletters to stay up to date with future events and productions. We like Nick said, we do have the Universal Lens Film Festival pretty soon. They could find that on the website, right, Nick?
Yes.
If they want to come.
And you guys can purchase
blendedcity.org.
Yeah, blendedcity.org. It'll be a really fun time. Movies, food. Well, no food, not this time, but drinks. And yeah, like really, really awesome stuff, and really great to network and be a part of the community.
It's always a fun time for sure. But once again, thank you all for coming. Hopefully we see you again next month, last Wednesday of the month.
In January, not December.
January.
We're
taking that break. Alrighty.
Alrighty. Bye, everyone.
Yeah, everyone. Thank you so
Bye,
much.
everyone. Great job tonight.
Yes. Bye.
Bye.